Welcome to the Halcyon Fold here. It is seed number 2, Legacy Reborn. On the blue, left to the right, and on the red team here from the right to the left, Team Defender. So let's jump into the action here. We have Old School.
Oh yeah.
Playing on the lane, and well, Don John, we have met Old School.
That's true, yeah. That is actually true.
In person in Seoul, South Korea. So what a funny story. Now we're sitting here in Germany, in Düsseldorf, in our own VGL studio, casting the matches, knowing this guy in person, and just knowing that he's, yeah, somewhere in North America playing the match.
Yeah, he played for a team Fusion together with Rect and Fuji as a team captain in Seoul. Unfortunately, they got kicked out in their first match as the NKN, basically the same thing which happened to NKN as well. We do see some action down here near to the jungle shop of Team Defenders, also their Tribush. Obviously, as you can see, in terms of seeds, meanwhile, first blood is happening for Legacy Reborn. So it is, well, I saw it in chat already. It's going to be very difficult for Team Defenders, placed 127th, and Legacy Reborn placed second in a roster of 100 or in a bracket of 128 teams.
Well, at least we have to point out, Don John, that we had over 650 applications. So, ladies and gentlemen, just hear about that number, think about it for a second, think about the age of this game, it is so young.
Or think about the age of Old School.
Or like that, alright, so that was not a bad one. So, yeah, I mean, it is just such a young stage, and if you made it into the first 128 teams, you made it. I mean, you can say, alright.
Well, I need to stop you right there, because, like, you're checking your emails. Oop, Old School!
Oh!
Be careful, there he is. A kill coming in for Team Defenders in lane. The Cruel's picking up a kill. Sari 244. Is that an 8? That's an 8. So, what I was going to say, like, you're a team, you're trying to compete, you're actually applying for the Bangalore League Season 1 qualifier in North America. Meanwhile, we do see Legacy Reborn moving deeper in the jungle of Team Defenders, and Cruel is getting, well, killed after he killed just Old School in lane, probably Rect, Set, and Pon. Well, let's move in there.
Yeah.
We need to bring a legacy to this little kid. Whatever, what I was going to say, like, you're looking forward, you say, well, I'm applying, I have a good team, we are two good friends, and we want to compete in this, we want to take the money, and we also want to play in Season 1, because that's what all of this is about. And, yeah, well, then you're checking and you say, yay, we are seeded 127, we made it so close! And then you do see the seeding, and then you're checking the bracket, and you see the first matchup is against Pon the Original, Old School, and Rect, and you think, well,
yeah,
thank you for that.
Well, I mean, at least you can take part into this great event, and it is just a big one. So, I mean, it is just about the learning effect, and of course, maybe it's an honor to play against Rect, Old School, and Pon the Original. So, at least it is for the good thing, and of course Pon the Original has no problem here to get the first kill, being impressive, hit and run a bit, and then kill the Catherine. So 5-1 after 4.5 minutes. Well, let's say we don't expect something different.
Yeah.
So we talked a lot together with Playoff Beard in the video. So if you haven't checked it out and you're like, what are they talking about? Like all this seeding. It's a complex structure and it's a complex process we did. So we were checking player names, their elo, skill tier, past event performance. So all those aspects were taken into concern, and all together they came out in the end as the seeding number. So Legacy Reborn is seeded second place, and why is that? We talked about Old School, here we can see him. This guy actually is just, he is so young, but he has a ton of experience, getting ganked right now, so, well, maybe thinks that he
Yeah, it's difficult to say.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here. It's difficult to play against such a good team, but also it feels like poker. I would like to always trying to compare it to any other sport. And for example, if you're playing against someone who is not that like has a lot of poker games or played a lot of poker games. Actually, I think you played a lot of poker earlier. Right?
When did I tell you that?
Oh, I don't know. I read that in your legacy of Reborn. Haha!
Ah, I see. Okay, Pond Original falling down here, and there comes the ultimate from
nice
the lane.
stars.
He's not catching up.
So
Rekt,
what I was going to say, meanwhile, we do see how Rekt is trying to get a kill. Actually, is managing to get the kill, but he will fall to the Spectral Smite there from Seri. And, well, poker, for example, you are playing against someone who you know of, is playing like for the very first time, or didn't play a lot of big matchups, maybe never played in person against other people. And you really can't expect, like, is he now bluffing? Or is he just not good? Or is he because you can't really expect what is happening, right?
I know.
And you can somehow transfer that to Vainglory as well, to maybe teams which are not as high skilled, maybe did not play as many matches together. So you don't really know. Do you expect them to gank you now? Do you expect them to set a scout trap in this and that position? And that's very, very unreliable. So interesting in general.
That's truly interesting, but in the meantime, it is 6-4. I mean, in terms of kills, they are doing well. So team defenders, they have to defend something.
Nice try.
In the meantime, Pond the Original getting stunned here, was taken, or getting a kill. Oh, 300, and another crit, and ultimate, and stunned. I think he can exit that one. Yeah.
Should be fine.
No chance.
Ooh, beautiful Ardens. Now, since the 1.8 update, you do not need to overdrive it. You do get the 13 seconds cooldown in general from the beginning. So you see how he used that. Actually, we are 7 minutes 46 seconds into the game, and well, they are going at it. They are wrecking the enemy. Do see that Vox has basically no chance. A turret is down already. As you said, well, kills seems fine, but if you compare it to the gold, they already doubled the amount of gold, which is nearly 10.5k gold for Legacy Reborn, and on the other side we do have nearly 4.5k for Team Defenders.
Yeah. So I was trying to finish why Legacy Reborn got actually placed or seeded number 2. So we were talking about the Vainglory World Invitationals, and Old School, the youngest participating player. Here we see him again. And then we have Rekt. So they, I think we can say, since they play a lot together, I would assume they became friends. And Rekt, I met him also in person, also a great guy, a strong supporter. We know a lot of his good plays from Vainglory Worlds, and Old School here is in the meantime preparing the next ace.
Yeah, that should be executed there very well.
Yeah, so I mean, after 9 minutes, 87 farm, that hurts. On the other hand, we have Vox, he has 37. Well, less than double, but I mean, at least he has a breaking point. Well, that's interesting, bro. Breaking point, haven't seen that for a while on Vox, and there comes the wait for it on the turret. Gauntlet dropped, a lot of crit numbers. Ouch!
Well, and there it is. In a second at least, I believe. Yay, Rekt is still surviving it. 380 damage out of the turret, he doesn't even care. That's 9 minutes into the game. They are looking for a closure here. 3 seconds on Cruel. He is up now.
Could
2
be one
for
of
Vox.
the fastest.
That is probably one of the fastest matches we ever casted.
I remember something like 11 or 30 minutes in VGL before, but if they're going to finish a VGL match not in less than 10, but maybe not exactly at 10.
I don't know, but that is probably one of the fastest matches I did ever had the pleasure of spectating. You do see the damage is unreal. We have 100 last hits for Old School. 10 minutes, 11 seconds, and the vein is shattered. That is a perfect last hit score. GG for Legacy Reborn.
Well, 10-21. That is a quick number.